Yeah. I'm gonna make this video, man. I ain't gonna put no footage up. Sometimes you put footage up, you wind up getting strikes and shit. But tomorrow, I might put some footage up to show my points on what I think about this subject. But if you out there crazy ass mob, it's too late. It's too late for Deontay Wilder. Nothing. Nobody can help him and all that type of shit. Then you're not a boxing fan. You're a person. You're a hater. And that tells me a lot about your life. You put ceilings up on your shit. You block yourself. You limited thinking. Anything can happen in a fight. I'm out there more where anything can happen in a fight. Just like Tyson Fury can wipe his ass, Tyson Fury can wipe the floor with his ass again, or he could come back and get his belt back. Anything can happen in a fight. But I believe George Foreman will be a good. I think George Foreman will be a good look for Deontay Wilder because he been through that adversity and his style, the things he can teach, he can implement inside his repertoire. It could give Tyson Fury a lot of problems. Instead of crying about instead of somebody crying about a glove, somebody have a floppy glove and all that type of shit. If if um if he knew how to frame, if he knew how to frame and control, if he knew how to control, he could have used that against him. He could have had a brick in that glove and he could use it against him. It's if you gotta know how to control the person. You know how to control the person limbs, control the person what on offense and when they coming forward and when you coming forward. You gotta be able to do that. And George Foreman was very good at controlling. He was very good at controlling people and working his offense off of his control. And you didn't know when his offense, you didn't know what offense he was going to use, and you didn't know what jab he was going to use. George Foreman had like four different jabs and used different tempos and different speeds and different directions, and all these things can be implemented into Deontay Wilder repertoire. And George Foreman was very good at controlling you, touching your lead hand, touching your jab. And I always said Tyson, like I said before, if you can control Tyson Fury lead hand, if you can control his lead hand, you can win a fight because he does everything off his lead hand. He one of those fighters that does everything off his lead hand. And George Foreman is very good at controlling people and putting pressure. And since Wilder's so fast, since Wilder's athletic, it would be helpful to him it would be helpful to him to disguise his power and start working with the left. If he start working controlling people, control. I'm gonna give you an example. Say Tyson Fury coming forward with that jab. What George Foreman would do, George Foreman would let him come forward and let him use his weight, but use leverage. Let him just control when he start pushing. You use your forearm and just use your leverage. You got to use your leverage, and that got to be taught how to use your leverage. I was taught that, and it took me. That was one of the first things I was taught. Use your leverage. Like when Tyson Fury, you let him come in and use his weight against him. When he pull, you just turn against his weight. He'll wind up falling down. Let him use his weight against him. And let him use his weight against him, and you'll see Foreman doing that against everybody, using just leaning on people. And when people tried, the only person who was good enough to could combat that was Ali. Ali was better at it than him. So I believe that once he do that, then once he would take his hands off, what Tyson Fury would do would try to take one of his hands off, or Deontay Wilder could take one of his hands off and lead and start getting punches off. He can get uppercuts, hooks, feint, double jabs, and all kind of up jabs, and he can get all kind of different jabs and shit off. because that can slow Tyson Fury up when somebody's using angles and leverage on the inside, and using your space to get your punches off. All these things can be taught by a big man. He could teach them that big man game. It's a big man game out here that I believe his coach don't know it. His coach fought at 147. He fought at 147. You know, Deontay Wilder coach fought at 147. George Foreman could teach him that big man game, all them big man tricks like framing, controlling, using your head. You know, taking your head off the center line. He got to keep your head off the center line and just slip and roll. And when you roll under the shots instead of trying to come across the center line and get caught. Deontay Wilder will always get caught on the center line. He got to be able to use his upper body, and counter shots, but stay off the center line. He keep his head right there. The Tyson Fury is going to hit it. If he make himself a hard, himself a hard target and counter off of that. He'll be good. But George Foreman could teach him that big man game, teach him some tricks, and learn the tricks. I'll bring Foreman in that camp, and I'll bring Foreman in that camp, and still be studying. You can study and learn things off of YouTube. He can study and learn off of YouTube or old clips of fights. But you gotta study and become a master instead of trying to become a master at being a king. Somebody king, this is your king, and I will be back, and all that spooky shit, and all the way there's fans. Instead of trying to control all them, try to learn how to learn boxing. But I believe George Foreman can teach Deontay Wilder the big man game, and it could be very helpful. Leave your comments and let me know what y'all think. Can George Foreman teach Deontay Wilder the big man game and help him with some tricks of the trade? Some of them old tricks, some of the old Archie Moore tricks and shit like other trade. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit that thumbs up, support the channel, y'all. Peace.